Race fans, it comes down to this final night. The season finale at Cotton Bowl Speedway this Saturday, September the 27th. Gates open at 5, racing starts at 7. We've got some tight points battle. One class is actually tied. Who will be your Cotton Bowl Speedway track champion after September 27th is over? Let's find out together. Plus, we're joined by the Southern United Sprint Cars. This Saturday night, September the 27th, gates at 5, racing at 7. We are looking for 5 Cotton Bowl Speedway champions. You don't want to miss it. Green flag, green light. Let's go racing.
Grounded? No problem. We have out-of-this-world selections and down-to-earth prices. We have over 600 vehicles available for sale monthly, all at dealer pricing. Why fly when you can drive for less? The universe agrees. Overstockvehicles.com is the smart choice. Visit us today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to round 17 of the Apex Motor Club Sim Racing Series. Tonight, the Mazda MX-5s hit the track at the world-famous Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez in Mexico City, a venue steeped in motorsports history and one that offers quite a very unique challenge. I'm talking 7,300 feet above sea level. That's going to really rob these engines of horsepower and cut down the effects of the aerodynamics here tonight. It'll be a driver's game. Welcome in here to Stam Studio Network. My name is Sean Stam. I'm going to treat you at 35 minutes of virtual racing action here tonight. Competition caution coming at minute 15 of the race from this 2.6 mile 17 turn speedway here, you could call it, here from Mexico City. You see no track map available yet. This track is very recently added into the iRacing universe here, laser scanned, of course. We're sitting at a ambient temp of 65 degree Fahrenheit, track temp at a 66 degree Fahrenheit. There you see that altitude, once again, 7,300 feet of elevation, highest track that has ever been laser scanned on the iRacing motorsport simulation universe. So these it's really going to be put on show here tonight. Jeremy Fletcher, Marvin Samayoa, Brandon Birch, Stone Colby, Joey Rainey, Jake Steckler rounding at the top sticks, Nico Colby, Darren Colby, Victor Ling, Miles Guerrero, Warren Johnson, as well as Taylor Thompson rounding at the field here tonight. No pace lap. We are already green and mean moving into turn number 1. It's Jeremy Fletcher, Brandon Birch, as well as Marvin Samayoa start to tag along there with them. Down in our long straightaway, you can really work some speed as well as temps into your tires and brakes here down this long straightaway into turn 1. Welcome in, everybody, to the Apex Motor Club Sim Racing League here live on Stam Studio Network. We already have contact ensuing. That's for second place. Oh, Brandon Birch goes for a spin there. He's going to end up taking another VehicleBuyers.com machine with him. Things happen pretty quick here earlier on in the race. Making sure that we have all black flags cleared earlier on, as we may have had a driver or two jump early. But it looks like it's going to be continuing. Jeremy Fletcher, a driver who's raced some real-life Apex Motor Club out there with him. He's continuing to put it to the sim racing world as well. Jeremy Fletcher out up front. Marvin Samayo up to P2. Joey Rainey has already gained 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. Nico Colby is also right there with Joey Rainey, sitting 4th already. He's going to bring his dad right there with him. That's Darren Colby already up to P5. Jake Steckler is also right there behind Darren Colby. He works his way back to where he started, P6. Warren Johnson sits right there in front of Victor Ling. Miles Guerrero, oh no, Jason Holcomb, he has just had a quick spin himself. He's looking to regroup and rearm here as he's going to fall back to P13. It's going to be Brandon Birch, Stone Colby, Stefan Astbury right there rounding out 12th, 11th, and 10th. We're not missing anything out up front, as it's already Jeremy Fletcher, fastest driver in practice, fastest driver in qualifying, already up to P1. Let's take a quick look at this drop of the green flag. What happened to Stone Colby here, as it looks like he started back here in about P5, P6. That's it's once, twice, and thrice that Stone Colby really is looking for a bit better of a qualifying run. We'll fast forward this up into where Stone has his incident here. He's looking down the inside. He's got Marvin Samayoa right up there in front of him. Joey Rainey out on the outside. That's I think he's just got nowhere to go. Yep, there's the contact there with, I believe that was the 36 of Brandon Birch up there, up and out in front of him. Contact earlier on in the race for 2, vehiclebuyers.com, MX-5 machines. Jeremy Fletcher, hey, how about this? He gets off of that gas pedal. He allows Marvin Samayoa here on lap number 2 of the race to come out and say, well, thank you very much. Marvin Samayoa to the race lead. You know we got his live driver cam here. He's leaning into it as it's a live MX-5 race here. Checkered flags blowing in the wind. Samayoa up to the race lead. Fletcher falls back to P2 after a slight blip of the throttle. Joey Rainey works his way up to P3. Nico Colby up to P4. The Huskenveld number 16 Mazda MX-5. He's going to bring his father right there with him, Darren Colby. How about Darren here tonight? He was one of the first drivers in practice. He's already showing some very nice pace, showing 3 positions gained all the way up to P5 early on. Darren Colby, how about if you just hang on there with them? We got about 12 minutes of my math is math, and we'll head our way into the stadium section this time by. He's trying to reel in Nico Colby, his son, as well as Joey Rainey right there. Nico Colby has a front bumper full of. We'll head our way out of 16-17 this time by. Look at Brandon Birch and Victor Ling, 3 wide this time through the stadium section. We're all beat and bang. We're going to trade some paint there. This time it'll be through 16 and 17. That Victor Ling stands. Studio Network, Apex Motor Club. Oh no, don't scratch it up anymore. That wrap has just all been used up here tonight. Brandon Birch saying, hey, unfortunately I got places to be. Miles Guerrero, Stone Colby as well up in this battle for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. How about this battle up here? We're still running side by side between the 72 as well as the 52. Stone Colby versus Miles Guerrero here. Who lets it go there into turn 1? It looks like Stone Colby's got the more preferred braking line. I wouldn't give it to Miles just yet, though. He's in the more defensive line there. That's oh man, he's gonna have to start to take flight there as he gets contact from Victor Ling. Oh no, Miles, no. That is going to be a spin and not a win for that Air Force inspired number 72 Mazda MX-5. Oh my goodness gracious. Here's a quick look at this race replay, and then we have also quite a few replays to look at after this one. Hang with us here. So there's the first beat, bank, and boonk, and then there's the second bank, and boonk. Miles just nowhere to go. I believe that's a newer racer with us here in the virtual racing Mazda MX-5 series. So not only did Miles have an incident there, but this is same sort of time, different corner here for Jake Steckler. He's rocking those the breast cancer awareness colors earlier on. Just tries to get a little bit too deep. Tries to carry a little bit too much speed there into our, I think that's the first chicane. Look at Warren Johnson heading there Mach 2 for that Sprite number 124 Mazda MX-5. He's really leaning on the mechanical grip here tonight. Was that another spin? It was. Who was that? That red and black machine. I believe that's going to be, that was when Miles Guerrero went around. So it's quite a few of these drivers leaning on the more mechanical grip of these Mazda MX-5s here tonight. It's going to be out up front. Jeremy Fletcher, Marvin Samayoa. Looks like Jeremy was able to take away back the race lead. Joey Rainey, Nico Colby, Darren Colby right there with them for the top 5. Joey Rainey has his popcorn bucket out here tonight as they're door-to-door for the race lead. No contact between Marvin and Jeremy Given. That's the racecraft. That's the ethical wheel here for the Apex Motor Club Sim Racing Series. You don't only see it within the Sim Racing Series, but you can as well see it within the real-life Apex Motor Club Series as well. They not only race MX-5s, they got some radicals, they got some GT4s out there. We're continuing to see the ethical wheel, though, here in the Sim Racing universe. It's Jeremy Fletcher, one of the fastest drivers out there in real racing universe. He's going to present himself to the race lead, but don't count him out. Marvin Samayoa just yet. Marvin is down there and into the inside. He had that rear quarter panel there, tried to present a bit of a side draft there, but not able to get the run off of the corner. Joey Rainey had that corner out of mid-corner apex there. He, no pun intended, but he's going to find the apex there as well as mid-corner as well as corner exit. Here comes Nico Colby, the Huskin Bell number 16 Mazda MX-5. Runner up for Youth Athlete of the Year. If you're looking to vote for a driver, make sure you make your vote count. Nico Colby's 4th in his class right now, youthAthleteOfTheYear.org. He's running in that final driver interview position here tonight. Down as we go into the stadium section. So, oh boy, Nico, hang on to her there, as these 3D rendered rumble strips there will definitely catch you moving and grooving. Nico's got cat-like reflexes. Now here tonight, we're going to present our way down turn 16, 17, minute 8 out of 35-minute race competition caution at minute 15 into the race. Thanks for everybody joining in here tonight. We see you down there live in Stam Studio Network chat. Jeremy Fletcher flashes his brakes. We're going to take a quick break up here in the commentary booth. Enjoy the sights and sounds here from these Mazda MX-5s on Stam Studio Network. Crank this puppy back down. Here we're live back on Stam Studio Network as we saw Joey Rainey take away the race lead from Nico Colby. Marvin Samayoa, he falls back to P3 here. Only one position lost from where he started. Nico Colby gains 5 from where he started this race here tonight. Keep your eye on that number 16 as he might be the driver to beat. Let's see, we got Jeremy Fletcher, Darren Colby up here continuing to have a really nice run right up there. I would call it just within that slipstream range of our top 4 runners. Jeremy Fletcher, I think he's messing with them here tonight. We've seen Jeremy Fletcher not only within the real life Apex Motor Club, but as well as the sim racing Apex Motor Club. Man, he's got the speed, he's got the pace, as well as we have side by side for the race lead. We're gonna run door to door. Nico Colby, and well, Joey Rainey leaves the door wide open. Nico says, thank you very much. That was Nico Colby, door quarter clear for the race lead. He's got Jeremy Fletcher now to P3. Samayoa falls back to P4. Now Darren Colby is back there to P5, still within striking distance. Then it's a little bit of a 3-car breakaway there between Brandon Birch, Stone Colby, and Jake Steckler. These drivers putting it all over the track. I mean, look at this, 3 wide, almost heading into turns 4 and 5, I do believe this time by. Marvin Samayoa continues to lose positions. I almost wonder if he did try to present a little bit too much temps as well as tire pressures into this set of racing tires earlier on in this run, as Darren Colby works his way up to P4. Joey Rainey, after just leading last lap, he'll fall back to P3. Jeremy Fletcher works his way back up to P2, and Nico Colby back up to the race lead. Only 3 minutes until our competition caution here tonight. Here comes Jeremy Fletcher. He's going to try to look down the inside, going into the stadium section here to 14, 15, 16, and 17. Jeremy not able to make the move happen. Nico Colby leaves the door wide open. He's not able to, with Nico Colby doing that, he's able to carry the speed, carry the momentum there out of corner apex. He's not going to be able to do anything with this run out of Jeremy Fletcher here with this long run down here heading into turns 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side between our two front runners. Side drafting happening as we're hitting upwards of 100 miles an hour here. Here comes Joey Rainey right there behind him as he's trying to look to take away this race lead once again. Nico Colby right there out of in front of him, falls back to P2. Nico Colby's going to be on the offensive move, this time by Jeremy Fletcher on the defensive line. I wonder if Nico Colby got a little bit too deep there into turn 1. No, he didn't. He's going to try to make the crossover move. Action happen here through 3 and 4. Not able to happen. Joey Rainey's going to fall back to it. Joey Rainey's going to make the crossover move. Action happen this time by, though. Joey works his way back up to P2. Nico Colby right back from the race lead, falls back to the final driver interview spot. Samayoa falls back to P4. Darren Colby works his way back up to P5. Jeremy Fletcher, how about it? He's a bird, he's a plane. It's 22 looking for victory lane here tonight. Only 1 minute to go till our competition yellow. Stam Studio Network stickers there on the Joey Rainey machine. That warrants about 5 to 10 horsepower for each sticker. Does Joey Rainey have the speed, have the momentum? We've seen him lead laps earlier on here tonight. Well, it'll all warrant down into this second half of the race. Joey Rainey on that Rainey Homes Racing Mazda MX-5 is looking to try to take it away once again from Jeremy Fletcher. Through the S's we go once again, a little bit of chicane action here. You can really work with those 3D rendered rubber strips. No sausage here. You can there's no mustard that will be plastered on them, and down and around you'll go. We've seen these drivers really start to get closer and closer to one another. Two SSN affiliated drivers here, two Apex Motor Club drivers going at it here. Matter of fact, excuse me, this is all 3 here for the top 3. 30 seconds to go till our competition caution, and with lap times ranging within the 2-minute range, we're gonna have to wait about another minute and 30 seconds until the race leader works their way into the stadium section for the final time. So although we have seen the competition caution come out at minute 15 of the race, well, these drivers are going to have to make their way one more lap around it. That just makes things a little bit easier on us here during the competition caution wave arounds and what you may be. Side by side for the race lead, once again, is Joey Rainey, Jeremy Fletcher here. This Fletcher, he's not only had the pace here tonight, it's been throughout the whole season as well as the real-life Apex Motor Club season. We're just about to kick it off here again. Jeremy Fletcher looks to show the pace that he has here tonight. He's going to continue to work his way back up to that race lead where he started the race. Joey Rainey gains 3 positions gains since the drop of the green flag. Nico Colby right there with him, gaining 4 positions down and up to that final driver interview spot. I know we're at the 30-second mark here. We're going to get the competition caution out here in just a few moments' time. Hopping on board with Nico Colby here. He's got Marvin Samayoa right there behind him. Last time by into the stadium section before our competition caution flies. Marvin Samayoa only 0.4 seconds back behind our front 3 race leaders. Jeremy Fletcher, Joey Rainey, Nico Colby out here showing us how it's done. Next closest battle is going to be there between Brandon Birch and I believe that's going to be Jake Steckler right there with them. As these drivers now make their way into the stadium section, we're going to have to throw the old competition caution here tonight. All right, that's going to slow and woe down this whole race field here. We're going to get all these drivers scrunched and bunched back up here on the old Stam Studio Network. Let me know who you're rooting on here for tonight, as well as let me know if the audio levels are all A-okay. We'll be right back with you here on SSN after a couple words from our sponsors and affiliates. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back.
Race fans, it comes down to this final night. The season finale at Cotton Bowl Speedway this Saturday, September the 27th. Gates open at 5, racing starts at 7. We've got some tight points battle. One class is actually tied. Who will be your Cotton Bowl Speedway track champion after September 27th is over? Let's find out together. Plus, we're joined by the Southern United Sprint Cars. This Saturday night, September the 27th, gates at 5, racing at 7. We are looking for 5 Cotton Bowl Speedway champions. You don't want to miss it. Green flag, green light. Let's go racing.
Grounded? No problem. We have out-of-this-world selections and down-to-earth prices. We have over 600 vehicles available for sale monthly, all at dealer pricing. Why fly when you can drive for less? The universe agrees. Overstockvehicles.com is the smart choice. Visit us today.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, sim racing fans of all ages, welcome back here to the Mazda MX-5 Apex Motor Club Sim Racing Series. Once again, lots of these drivers have quite a bit of pace in the real-life Apex Motor Club as they're about to start their race season out there. Hopefully I'm out there for the season opener here in just a few weeks' time. That's going to be a lot of fun, but we're back here virtual racing. What a fun front half of this race as it was all taken away from Jeremy Fletcher. He had tapped the brakes there a couple times, giving us a run for the money, giving us a really good show to watch here for the race fans. But he's worked his way back out to the race lead. That's the safest spot to be. Joey Rainey P2, Nico Colby P3, Marvin Samayoa P4, Darren Colby P5, Brandon Birch P6, Jake Steckler, Warren Johnson, Stone Colby, Victor Ling, Miles Guerrero, Jason Holcomb, Stephen Asbury, and Taylor Thompson right now rounding out the top 14. If you are just now joining us, first of all, thank you. Appreciate each and every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. This is a look at our first green flag here tonight. It was somewhat clean, green, and mean, and there was I mean, a little bit of beating banging here for, I think it was about third on back, and then we had some beating banging, but everybody else was able to make their way through turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 a-okay. Here's a quick look at this race replay. Specifically looking at Stone Colby up here. He started right there, the inside line. Marvin Samayoa, there's the contact with Brandon Birch. I don't know if that just broke a toe link or suspension or what for that number 36 machine, but sent him right down there in the lap pause in front of Stone Colby. Yep, okay, thankfully so. That's something that these drivers probably wish for in real life racing. They're going to they're going to get their damage fixed right back up and back into working order here. So it'll be Jeremy Fletcher, Joey Rainey, Nico Colby back out front once again. Let's check down there live in YouTube land. Let us know. Before I hit the break, I'd ask you, let us know who you're rooting on here tonight. Let's check in down there live in YouTube land. We got Moonlight Dancer. We got Keith Motorsports here with us saying keep it up. Excuse me. That's Moonlight Dancer saying keep it up. We got Trifor with us. That's Ollie. That's my buddy there saying. Appreciate that joining in here with us. Logan Stanley is also in here with us. Thank you. That's some pretty good consecutive racing fans that we got here live on the old Stam Studio Network. We got the field scrunched and bunched, ready back here to go. Green flag racing. That iRacing safety pace car. Come on now, I don't blame him. Gonna dive down there in the safety of pit lane after we reach 14, 15, 16, and 17 through the stadium section this time by. There you already see these drivers weaving, jeeving, and jiving, trying to get all sorts of temps, pressures into these MX-5 Michelin tires that they can early on. Something that there's a reason. Long story short, there's a reason that this that it's called iRacing Simulation Motorsports and not iRacing Video Game Motorsports. They simulate just about every single thing you can imagine, from track temp, tire temp, brake temp, aerodynamics. List goes on and on and on and on. Jeremy Fletcher, Nico Colby, Joey Rainey. Jeremy, the field's going to be in your hands here, man. Let's see how you get it done here as these drivers continue to try and work all sorts of temps and grips into these virtual Mazda MX-5 machines. Joey Rainey, Jeremy Fletcher. How about these two drivers? Time and time again, we've seen the speed, we've seen the pace. But for race number 17, it's going to all come down here tonight for Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez here tonight. Jeremy Fletcher shoots out of the cannon there, heading down into turn number 1. Joey Rainey's got a little bit snooze fest down there on our race restart, but he's going to start getting a shot and a half down there from Nico Colby out of his rear bumper. Darren Colby, oh no, no, no! Marvin Samayo, hang on to it there as a little bit of a bump draft gone wrong there as we head down into 1 and 2. Jeremy Fletcher blinks there into 1 and 2. Joey Rainey is looking to take away that race lead. Nico Colby still right around there with him for that final driver interview spot. It's side by side for 3 rows on back. Oh, it's Jake Steckler who's on back. He was on the race lead earlier on in the, I do believe earlier on in the race. If not, it was a paint scheme similar to it. That number 42 is down, out, and around there. We'll take a race replay a little bit later on here as we'll get back up to the race lead. Rainey Holmes Racing, Joey Rainey. He's right up there with that battle for the race lead. Jeremy Fletcher, time and time again, it is just lights out pace. But I think Joey Rainey might have something for Jeremy Fletcher, especially if that number 22 race leader continues to blank it out on here tonight. Nico Colby right up there to P3. How about Father Colby, father of the trio bunch, right up there to P4 as well. The next closest battle on back here between Brandon Birch, another VehicleBuyers.com machine. He's got Stone Colby right there behind him. 2 teammates making the dreammates happen here tonight as we'll head our way back into another short shoot of a long stretch, short shoot of a straightaway. There we go, Stone Colby. He's trying to work his way back up to at least where he started this race, and that's P4. Same story there for Brandon Birch. He's right now running P5. He's trying to work his way back up to where he started this race. He's going to run the Chastain line there. That'll be a little slow down there for the number 36. I believe he should warrant Stone Colby back around to take away P number 5 around our start-finish stretch this time by Warren Johnson. How about league owner for West Coast Sim Racing? We're a little bit of an off-season here, but how about Warren? He's continued to really make the homework and all the hard work happen here within our off-season. 4 spots gained for the 124 Sprite Mazda MX-5. Victor Ling, look at how much deeper the number 24. Goodness gracious. Apex Motor Club VL24. MX-5 really is able to sit it down there into 1, 2, and 3. Able to really keep things moving and grooving, but back up here to the race lead real quick. Oh man, sorry, I'm seeing exactly what you race fans are starting to see right there live in the live timing and scorings. If this was NASCAR land, the drivers would be on the mics here. I mean, the mics would be hot, turn after turn after turn about this blinking effects, but you start to you have as much pace as you do for Jeremy Fletcher, and there's really no harm, no foul there, as all it's going to really do is just it's just distract Joey Rainey and Nico Colby from trying to work their way a little bit closer. It's also distracting our race fans up there if you keep taking a glance up there in the top left of the screen, but we'll keep things moving and grooving. It's continuing to be Darren Colby. How about Darren? He's only going to fall back to P5. He's going to give up the spot to one of his sons, Stone, there. Back as we'll work our way into stadium section once again. Look at the track here. This is one of my favorite turns here on the track because look, right through the stadium section we go, right through the grandstand we go, middle through. Field goal is good, you could call it there. Stone Colby, Darren Colby, Brandon Birch, VehicleBuyers.com machines right now, really making out 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Victor Ling, Warren Johnson, Miles Guerrero, Jason Holcomb, Marvin Samayoa. Man, oh man, Marvin, you got a feel here for tonight. Not really able to rebound after he's fall back to P11 after starting up there in the top 3. You see it, dual common collected. There's nothing really going on down the long straightaways here. Let's see what Marvin's got for us down here heading into turns 1 and 2. focus, concentration. That's what it takes, especially, remember, we're sitting at about 4,500 feet of elevation. It's something new, quite possibly, if you just bought this track here for the iRacing universe. I know I just did. I was watching Shane Van Gisbergen take it away for the real life NASCAR race here just a couple of months ago, and we're going to continuing to see this altitude play effect here for the drivers, not only physically but as well as mentally. It's a completely newer ball game for these Mazda MX-5s, trying to take it away around Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. We're only about 8 more minutes left here in the race now that we're starting to get a little more cool, calm, and collected. I'm going to treat you one more time here to the race fans, showing my appreciation to you. This is Sean Stam live here on Stam Studio Network. Enjoy these sights and sounds of these Mazda MX-5s. Ladies and gentlemen, you can slowly and woolly crank this puppy back down. I'm back with you up here in the booth. Jeremy Fletcher's back here with you, continuing to run out here on track, even though a little bit of a blinky for that internet connection. Joey Rainey and Nico Colby still continue to put it door to door, front bumper to rear bumper here. All clean, calm, cool, and collected there. Joey Rainey, I mean, using track limits to about, I don't know if you could use them more than that there. Joey Rainey take a bite out of the sausage curb, as well as almost biting the concrete barrier there out of 16 and 17. Nico Colby continued to retain his spot within that final driver interview position. Stone Colby, man, we really haven't talked about Stone Colby enough here tonight. He started up there P4. He fell back to about 7th, 8th, excuse me, that was about 9th and 10th if my math is mathing earlier on. About lap 1, lap 2 of the race. Stone Colby, if it wasn't for that, I would imagine that we'd see the 52 up here battling for the race lead, but at least he's able to work back right to where he started. Brandon Birch, Darren Colby, Victor Ling, Warren Johnson, Marvin Samayoa, Miles Guerrero, Jason Holcomb, Stephen Asbury, Jake Steckler, and Taylor Thompson running at the top 14. It's continuing to be some very nice battles out here on track, all throughout the track. Right now, it's going to be some side-by-side. We're going to get some shake and bacon action here tonight through that inside line. It's going to be Joey Rainey, Nico Colby trying to make the teamwork, make the dream work happen here. It's going to be Jeremy Fletcher who continues to make the Super Bowl defense action happen. It's all clean, calm, cool, and collected. But for how long here, ladies and gentlemen? As I was just about to say, Jeremy Fletcher with the save of a century there, looking like a Formula Drift driver. Right there in front of Nico Colby. Nico Colby's going to warrant his spot up to P2. Nico Colby, he's gone to school throughout this whole semester, throughout this whole race. I think he's going to try and take away this final spot as we are going to work our way through. About 4 minutes to go throughout this final spot. Final few laps. Still side by side between our two front runners, Nico Colby, Jeremy Fletcher, Joey Rainey. I wouldn't count out any one of these top 3 or even top 4 drivers. We've seen time and time again how many times, how many races has Stone Colby had patience like a stone, but he's able to make it work. Nico Colby, he makes it work. They're up to P2. Jeremy Fletcher back up to the race lead in the double deuce. All these drivers are starting to beat and bang that outside quarter panel there on the outside concrete barrier. Out of 16 and 17, we're starting to flirt with that outside wall like we used to know her. Jeremy Fletcher back out to the race lead. Nico Colby, will we start to see him play the offense, or will we see him play the defensive line here into turn 1 and 2? Getting a shot and a half there from Joey Rainey. Look out. Sam Studio Network, a bumper there. It's going to definitely send Nico Colby bump drafting there. Another shake and bake through our turn 1 and 2 chicane there. Our front 2 runners continuing to run 1/10 of a second apart. Nico Colby, Joey Rainey, Stone Colby looks to join the battle as well. Let's hop on board with Stone Colby, as this should be, will this be our final lap here tonight? Jeremy Fletcher able to take away the race lead once again. That's 5,600 road course iRating going against 2,000 road course iRating for Nico Colby. Joey Rainey's got 1,500 iRating himself here, but I don't think it all comes down to the sim iRating. It all comes down to real life racing experience, because once again, not only is this Apex Motor Club sim racing, but it's Apex Motor Club real life racing. We've seen these drivers time and time again go side by side, go front bumper to rear bumper, quarter panel to quarter panel. These drivers have to beat and bang their dents out of their bumpers just as for each and every race. Will these drivers keep it green, green and mean here tonight, or will they fan out just like we're starting to see here? 2 and 3 wide here from Autódromo. Hermanos Rodríguez should be coming around through 15, 16, and 17 for the second to final time here tonight. 35 seconds left on the clock. These drivers looking to make their way to the white flag lap, this time by Jeremy Fletcher still continuing to lead. It's Nico Colby, P2. Stone Colby takes P3 away from Joey Rainey. How about this? 2 Colbys, front 2 positions. White flag is out. Barney, wave it loud, proud and loud here tonight. It's Jeremy Fletcher. Will he have the run? Will he have the defense over Nico Colby, Stone Colby? I don't know if I want to be leading down this long front stretch here around Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez. Nico Colby, he's going to fan out wide. He's going to bring Joey Rainey right there with him for a little bit of that slipstream run. Side by side for third and fourth. Stone Colby, he's going to have the inside line. He's going to jerk the wheel back to the left, doing everything he can to keep it off of Joey Rainey. This is what I mean time and time again. It's racecraft. It is pace. It is speed. It's ethical wheel for the Apex Motor Club Sim Racing Series, brought to you by Overstockvehicles.com. Jeremy Fletcher still out up front. Nico Colby to P2 in that Huskenfeld Mazda MX-5. He's got those right side suspension going to work here. Joey Rainey P3, Stone Colby P4 after he continues to show patience like a stone. Hopping on board with Stone Colby as I'm showing a black flag. Oh, it's clear. It's clear for Stone Colby. Not sure if that was just a quick slowdown there. Stone Colby back up here, continues to fight for his right to party for that final driver interview spot. Darren Colby is also showing a black flag. It's Jeremy Fletcher for the final lap here tonight for the final time through coming up through 14, 15, and 16. We're about to head our way through the stadium section. If Nico Colby has anything for a race leader, he's got to show the slipstream. He's got to show the pace right now. Shoving it down there through 14, 15. This time it's 16. It'll be 17 for the final time tonight through the stadium section. Side by side for the final driver interview spot. Joey Rainey goes wide. It's going to be Stone Colby, I do believe, for the final driver interview spot. But right now, Jeremy Fletcher, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's number 22 back to victory lane. Nico Colby's going to take away the bridesmaid position here tonight for the final draw. Oh, no! Nico Colby! Oh, no! Nico Colby's probably virtually dead. Hang on to the wrist here, Nico. No. P2, I'm actually still showing Joey Rainey for that final driver interview spot. This is unofficially official as it's as it's looking like traffic hour there. Warren Johnson out there in Mach 2. Stick with us here on Stam Studio Network. We're going to take some official results scrolling across your screen, as well as some top 3 driver interviews. Hang with us here. We'll be right back with you up here in the booth. Thanks, everybody. What a race. What a finish. What a win for Jeremy Fletcher. Alrighty, whew, that was a quick little break because I got to catch my breath here on the old Stam Studio Network. Thanks everybody for joining in here tonight. Watching Jeremy Fletcher kick some left rear quarter panel. Nico Colby will finish P2. Stone Colby, man, out of nowhere to the final driver interview spot. Only 1.7 seconds back from Mr. Fletcher. Brandon Birch, Darren Colby, Victor Ling, Marvin Samayoa, Warren Johnson, Miles Guerrero, Jason Holcomb, Stefan Asbury, Joey Rainey. Damn, Joey Rainey falls back up to P12. Jake Steckler, Taylor Thompson, P14 here tonight. Alrighty, stick with us as I'm moseying my way on over down into the live Apex Motor Club Sim Racing broadcast booth. Let's chat with these top 3 runners. Hey, Jeremy Fletcher, this is Sean Stam live down here in virtual Victory Lane. You got yourself a copy, man. Jeremy, you got yourself a copy?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Hey, there it is, Jeremy. Man, what a race. What a finish for you here. We saw you beating, jinging, and jiving here with them. You're going to bring it air to Victory Lane. Congratulations, number 22. You really had the speed, had the pace here tonight. First of all, my first question for you is, man, how many laps, how much practice here from Autódromo Hermanos Rodríguez, as we know that you definitely have the pace?
So much. We, me, Nico, and a couple of the other guys hopped on, I believe last night for a little bit, and then kind of just chilled in the practice session today, and that was about it. Not anything excessive.
Golly. Well, that's saying something, Jeremy. Pole sitter, you're going to take away the race win here tonight. How did you get it done, and is there anybody who you really like to thank or shout out? I mean, allowing you to race with us every Wednesday night here, almost every Wednesday night here in the virtual Apex Motor Club.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had the pace. I just kind of hung back, wanted to have a good time. And yeah, I thank all the Colby family, the Rainey family. Marvin was fun out there. It was just a good night. And yeah, thank my JFR Esports team.
JFR Esports coming with the pace here tonight. Jeremy, hopefully we see you on our season opener here for the real-life Mazda MX-5 Apex Motor Club race here in just a few weeks' time. What's some pace? What a race to watch. Thanks for making it fun for the fans, and have a great rest of your night, Jeremy.
Sure, thank you.
How about Nico Colby? Nico, I think you know who this is up here in the booth. Got yourself a copy running P2 here tonight.
Copy.
Alrighty, how'd you get it done, Nico? We saw quite a bit of pace in that number 16, although in qualifying, respectfully kind of botched there for the pace you had in practice, but you're going to work your way back up to P2. How'd you get it done?
Yeah, just up front there was a lot of fighting going on. Just had an opportunity to take the chance, just took it and just got up there, and me, Joey, and Stone were drafting and bump drafting, trying to catch Jeremy, but he just had the pace.
And that's saying something there. Even with the bump drafting, not able to catch Jeremy Fletcher. Jeremy shot out of a cannon, 5,500 road course iRating. Nico, I'm continuing to see you work your way up to about 2,000 road course iRating. That's saying something there. I mean, you also have the pace there in real life running. Who would you like to shout out here, Nico? Is man, oh man, we continue to see another podium finish for that number 16 Mazda MX-5.
Yeah, you always for the broadcast. Everyone that helps with the Mazda League, everyone that shows up. Shout out Jeremy for coming out tonight. mom, dad, and just everyone that races and watches.
Well, thank you so much, Nico. That goes a long way there behind the scenes. Can't wait to see some real life Apex Motor Club action here in just a few weeks' time. Have a great rest of your night, Nico, and good luck on any tests you coming up. I know I'm gonna need some good luck on my exams coming up as well.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Nico. And cut it quickly down here to Joey Rainey. I believe we have him as our final driver interview spot. Joey, Sean, stand down here, up here in the virtual booth. Got stuff to copy.
Actually, Stone.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, I thought I saw that right. I had called that right there on the black flag there coming to the line. So Stone, welcome in here to the virtual broadcast booth. How are you doing, man? Man, what about it? You fall back to about 6th or 7th or 8th, and then works your way back up to where you started.
And I think at the beginning of the race, going through first turn, going into second turn, Birch's wheel went out, and so he just turned into me, took me out, and then we were both basically in dead. We were in dead last, and so it was just kind of like a catch-up game from there. And then, I used all my X's to catch back up there, but they were just super freaking fast. It was a fun track. I wish we had more drivers, because this track with about 30 Mazdas on it would have been pretty dope. But I appreciate everybody that showed up, and Jeremy's just he's wicked fast. I tried everything I could. Best I could get was a 2:02.5 without a draft, and he's pulling 2:01. So I didn't have the fast pace tonight.
Well, Stone, looking at the quick race replay from Brandon Birch's point of view, he's exactly right that I've never seen a wheel do what I just saw for Brandon Birch. So, Stone, we hate it for you, but nice way to work your way up to the final driver interview spot. Who we shouting out, man?
Obviously you for broadcasting all these, and everybody for showing up. Overstock Vehicles, vehiclebuyers.com, and huge shout out to Jeremy for showing up. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on, but it's cool to have him in here and have a fast driver like that. And, hopefully we can get more people in here next time and just keep boosting that Instagram. And thanks to everybody with the help on the social media.
Well said there, Stone. Appreciate that. Have a great rest of your night. And if you haven't already checked out that Mazda MX-5 Sim Racing Instagram page, make sure you do so. There's quite a bit of highlights and upcoming races, upcoming fun races as well. So be sure to check that out on the old Instagram. And that's, I believe, gonna about do it. So Stone, have a great rest of your night. Nico, congrats again on the P2, and Jeremy, congrats on the win there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your night. And I think that's just going to about do it here for me up in the booth. Let's see here. We'll take one more look at the race results here and before I get on out of here. Catch my virtual flight back home. Fletcher coming away with the race win. Thanks for coming out here tonight, Jeremy. As you know, your schedule is packed, but putting it to the racers out of GFR Esports. Nico, Stone, Brandon, Darren, Victor, Marvin Samayo, Warren Johnson, Miles Guerrero, Jason Alcom, Stefan Asbury, Joey Rainey, Jake Steckler, and Taylor Thompson. That's going to just about do it, everybody. Drive your virtual cars home safe. Fly those virtual flights home safe. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.